Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So TCU's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his man. It's McAllister. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Trojans offense will get the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Working that left side now. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Quickly complete.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Horned Frogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's McAllister.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Hoover. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rogers. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
But when you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And now on second down for this offense. On the ground, it's Payne. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback will keep it. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they have the first points of the game. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Finds his tight end. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went.
Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. It's a draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Makes the catch. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
How many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that third down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now there's nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. A little screen to the running back. Jukes his way for more. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes a catch. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. All these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run, and these tight ends are so valuable to...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Got him downfield. Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Snatches it on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but, man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Mayava. On target to the left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he is going to put up Heisman numbers.
Second down coming up.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
TCU 17, USC 0.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Now the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
He's got it on the run. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
First and goal, USC.
The Trojans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Got the quick completion. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Hoover. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
2nd down, he'll throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Wants to throw again. Fires left. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Cole finds his man on the left. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Off the play fake. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way inside the the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
29 on the
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Brings up second and goal.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off, and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
And that is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmaking.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Nice move, creates some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Looking for a crease, it's Barnes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Got his man. Makes a man miss. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete to the left.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
And the Horned Frogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. On the move, it's Payne. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. So a drive there of 85 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Going right to work up top. After giving up that score, a big-time catch along the sidelines, got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Trojans! He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Sanders. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's caught. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man, it's Jordan. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Makes the grab, it's Miller. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll go to the air. Touchdown, USC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. This one's complete.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to set up the screen. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
TCU.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
To throw, it's Mayaba. He's going to take off. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that...
There he goes. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, in that kind of situation, in that field position on your own side of the field, 3rd and short, defense was definitely thinking run, and instead they throw the football, they catch them off guard. It's an explosive play, now setting up 1st and goal.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get it at the 15.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. It's complete on the right side. And he's dragged down.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Wide out trying to get it in. They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
That is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple of completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, the ground game. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Kick is in the air. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the left. Turning it on! And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. At the 45, on his way. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Rides the back on the option, the give. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Nice move to pick up yardage. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires to the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Miller. Touchdown, Trojans! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. He marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 15.
run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops from and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Caught behind the line. It's Lemon. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Under fire. That's caught. It's Sanders. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Lemon. Got room at the 35. Wide open space. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the comeback is on.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Bailey. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Got a man, it's Payne.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Looking for room. It's Payne. Look out, he's got room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air. It's Hoover. Finds the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Horned Frogs are on the move. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
They'll go right back to the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Got it in the middle, it's McAllister. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, TCU! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Grab near the sticks. It's Lemon. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. He has been open all day, and the key to making him a Trojan legend is to just feed him the ball.
And the key to every USC team is finding the playmakers, giving them the football, giving them a chance. If they're covered, they're open. If it's man, they're open. If it's zone, they're open. Feed those star wide receivers.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Catch it in the middle. It's Lane. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He'll do it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
He'll pull it on the read. Got enough space. Touchdown, Trojans. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
In the end zone.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Grabbed over the middle. It's Payne. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Man, those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. He'll toss it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get first downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got the first down and still on his feet. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Off play action on first down. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
The Horned Frogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Second down coming up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Big, tall receiver. Figured the quarterback has an easy target. Not this time. Missed it badly.
And a lot of those big guys, they don't necessarily, some of them do, some of them are freak shows, but a lot of those big guys don't run great all the time, and you want to get physical and disrupt those routes and disrupt that timing. You could tell the timing was a little bit off on that.
He's got the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Mayava. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown USC, and here they come, almost all the way back.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
23-yard line. Second down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Rodgers. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Makes the grab, it's Payne. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Payne. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Hoover. Fires to the tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Going to the running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give and tick, 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 tick. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Payne.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the move. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Touchdown, TCU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw, it's Mayava. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Strachan. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Lemon. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Trojans lining up, just needing a few, looking for a deep man. He caught it. Touchdown, Trojans. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.